Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in and welcome to Sip and Chat with T. Lynn. Listen, I am super excited tonight because I have a very special guest joining me. And if I tell you the truth, listen, her and I vibe so well, and I cannot wait to get her on to chat with us tonight. But in the meantime, you know what to do. Go on and hit subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell so that you know when we go live in the future, as well as go on and share this, baby. Why? Because I promise you something is going to be said tonight that's going to bless you or someone else watching. So go ahead, comment, join the conversation in commenting, and be sure to share. And without further ado, I'm bringing on the wonderful speaker, transformational speaker and coach, Miss Diksha Dogra, all the way from India. Welcome.
Hi, Lynn. Thank you so much.
You are so very welcome. I have been excited to talk to you because when we chat, we vibe so much. There's so much we have in common. And I just had fun talking with you. So I'm glad that you were able to join me on this magnificent sip and chat. So tell me, it is a sip and chat. So what are you sipping on today?
Here is my coffee.
I'm joining you. Yes, coffee is, yes, it's the fabric of my life. Absolutely. That and green tea, I absolutely love them both. Listen, so I know a lot about you, but our viewers do not. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
I am a personality transformation coach and speaker from India. My journey started with, a lot of hustle, and it was not even a roller coaster ride. It was all down, down, and down. There was no up. So I literally have to do a lot of struggle, a lot of hustle to, get that up moment in my life. So it was in my childhood. I don't remember that I have even single day where I have not cried, not even single
Uh,
moment where I have said that, oh God, why you are all doing this with me? Why
right.
only me? And I had this question even till 25 years of my life. I was searching for answers. I was not able to just, see God. That's the reason he saved himself somewhere. Otherwise, I would have, killed him, because I was certainly looking for something. Someone can come and give me that answer. Why these all things are happening with me only? But
Right.
later, with the experience and exposure of my life, I came to know I was not only the person who were, getting all these problems, all these issues. I was
Yes.
actually attracting those things myself in my life. It was like I was going out and calling all the problems, come to me, come to me. So it all happened with a new
I'm like,
perspective.
I want to stop you right there because I'm telling you that is something that I learned as well. Like when I was growing up, I would often say as well, what do I have a bullseye for bad things to come to me? Like, do I have a bullseye on my forehead that says, come treat me bad, come do this? Like, why in the
Exactly.
world is all this stuff happening to me? And it's like you said, you learn that you end up attracting those things to yourself,
Absolutely
and
right.
you don't even know it. That's the crazy
Right.
part. You don't even know it. But I'm sorry. Okay, so I had to jump in there. Okay, go ahead.
No, no, that's okay. That was because of the unconsciousness. We were not aware of the magical, miraculous things in life which can make our life, the magical one. So it was actually, I will not now say that that was the problematic phase of my life. That was actually the gift from the God which led me to, become this reimage by Diksha. I am
Yes.
really grateful to those, moments, to that time, that phase of my life. Otherwise, without that, I would have, nothing in my life. So I'm
Yes.
honestly very grateful. So
Yes. I have been saying for quite some time that when you are on the journey to discovering your purpose and who you are authentically called to be, it usually starts in adversity. That's where it
exactly,
starts because
right,
you really don't know what you're made of until you go through something.
exactly.
Yeah.
Until we hit that rock bottom.
Until you hit that rock bottom, that's when you find out what you're made of. And
Exactly, exactly.
I love that you shared that part of you because as you and I talked like before, that was one of the things we had in common was just when you're
Exactly.
growing up and you have things that are constantly happening to you and you're like, oh my goodness, like you said, the bullseye on your forehead, what is it there? Did I
Right.
miss it? Did I put it there and I missed the target?
Absolutely
um
right.
but when you have disappointment after disappointment after disappointment or bad thing after bad thing, unfortunately, those begin to shape your point of view of the world around you. And
Exactly.
that's what you begin to expect to happen. So it's like instead of you looking for the good in something, you're always expecting the bad. And that's what you end
Exactly.
up getting more of because that's literally what you're looking for.
Right. Exactly. That's how the attraction works.
Exactly. And so, with you being a transformational coach, it started with you. Like, that's why I said I was so excited to talk to her, guys, because that's it. It starts with you. Your
Exactly. Exactly.
transformation.
Right. I first transformed myself. It took me like years and years. Then I transformed myself. I got that awareness. I worked on myself for the better
Yes.
version of myself. And now I'm the journey of enlightenment, working, day by day, getting better day by day. I cannot say that I am the best, but yes, getting better day by day.
Absolutely. Day by day. And I think that's
Right.
something that we also need to grab as well. It does not always take overnight to change your
Absolutely
mindset.
right.
It does
Right.
not. Like, it's a continual practice. Like, even today, even though I have the tools, I've implemented the tools, I've transformed my life, there are still things that come along and challenge me. Like, if I just be
Right.
honest, if I be totally honest, Diksha knows. We were sitting here just now. We started the broadcast, and everything went wrong. And I literally had to start everything all over again. Well, it takes practice because usually in the past, when something like that happens, it's like, oh my gosh, all this stuff happens, is bad, and this is not going to work, and I don't know. And like you go into a whole meltdown. Like
It
normally I
happens
would
to me only.
exactly. I would normally go into a meltdown mode, but today I was like, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I laughed a little bit.
That's how the
Yeah,
transformed Lynn worked.
the transformed Lynn, yes, the transformed Lynn worked just like that. I had to say, okay, well, let's take a step back. This is the things I'm gonna do to troubleshoot, and then we're gonna try this again. But normally that would cause me to melt down because that has happened to me 2 days in a row with broadcasts. But that's why I say it's a continuous practice because there's something that's going to come along to try to
Exactly.
set you
Right.
back.
Right.
In life, it's
Right.
always something that's going to test your ability to move past what has held you captive.
Unpredictable.
Yes,
Exactly. Unpredictable.
yes,
Day by
yes.
day, you need to uncover few things. You need to uncover, different ideas, challenges to make yourself better. That's how you will grow.
Absolutely.
There's a Yeah, there is a great saying: if you are not growing, you are dying. And I literally don't want to die.
Me
I
neither.
want to grow.
I want to grow. And you know what? Visually, I just saw that because literally, as a plant, if the plant is not growing and rejuvenating itself along the way, it's dying. It's literally turning brown. The leaves are turning, and the plant is dying. You're right. No, I don't want to die either. I want to keep growing. So, some of the things that you have helped people with is changing their mindset. I definitely want to utilize our time as much as I possibly can because to me, this is a big thing, especially in a time when the world has faced a pandemic. A lot of the things that we thought we knew, we no longer feel like we know. You know, some people have had to pivot. Some people have lost their jobs, and
Right.
just life has just totally taken a different spin. And so, in transforming, one of the things that I loved in talking with you about because it resonated with me so well, and that was your mindset. So I know you work with people in their mindset. So we're going to use some of this time, if you don't mind, to kind of help people with those things that will help shift their mindset. So do you have some tips on things that people can do to start restructuring the way they think and see things?
Yes, yes. Firstly, I'll start with their own self. Stop looking at yourself and saying that you're not able to do that. You just cannot do that. Just get rid of that you can't and shift your mind to I can. Don't be so
Yes.
worst with yourself. At the end, you need to love yourself, right? First, give priority to yourself and then to others. That's how you will gonna work. That's how you will gonna grow day by day. So every time something new will come in your on your way, just say, I can. Stand in front of
Yes.
the mirror, do some positive self talk. Hey, Diksha, you can do that. Yes, Lynn, you can do that. There is nothing impossible. I can do anything, anything. When you will get that mindset, you will internally get that feeling of doing that thing right there, right now. So that
Yes.
will gonna create a belief in you, which is the central basis of doing something good for indomitable success.
Yes. I love that. Sorry, my coffee
No,
went
that's
down the
okay.
wrong way there for a second. But I absolutely love that. One of my favorite TED talks, and I apologize because I don't remember her name, but one of my favorite TED talks was of the power stance and how she
Mhm.
was saying every day take 5 minutes to just stand like a superhero, to just
Exactly.
stand, yeah, just to
So
stand
what?
like the superhero and power pose. And she gave several different examples of power posing and how utilizing that will help to frame your mindset to a winning
Exactly.
mindset. And I
Exactly.
have to
Because
say, I did it and it works.
it does. It does. In my life, I have, used that thing. Whatever I'll be telling you, the techniques, I have used that myself. And that's the reason I came out and sharing this with other people. So they too can follow that and change their life.
Yes, absolutely. And you're big on affirmations too. So it's not
Thank
just, and yes, telling yourself you can do it.
you.
Yes. Look, that got me excited because you know, after we last spoke, I literally went and re-upped on some of my affirmations because I saw that.
Right.
So the whole affirmation thing, guys, is, you know, she was saying this is how she manifests things in her life, and again, this is part of retraining your brain.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
So affirmations are kind of declarations. When you go to some hotel, you just check menu and you call the waiter and you say, "This is what I want." So that's how we are in a hotel. We need to check the menu from the live what you want, and you just need to declare it out. Hey, that's what I want. That's what I need.
Yes.
So bring it up. So we don't just go into the the room and check whether chef has made the pasta for me. Chef has done this or not,
Right.
right? We wait. on our seat, and that's how it works in real life. So affirmations are kind of declarations for what you need to the universe. And all we need to do is we need to surrender ourselves. We just need to focus. We just need to have that unshakable faith in ourselves to bring that thing in front of ourselves.
Yes, I like that. And that was one of the key things I learned was literally when I was going through my own personal transformation, people will always be like, well, you just need to renew your mind. You need to renew your mind. And I'm like, okay, well, how do I do that? Now they would be like, well, read the word of God, read the Bible. And I was like, I read the Bible and I understand what it's saying, but how do I get to change my way of thinking? And they weren't wrong, right? You do whatever, your spiritual belief. I always tell people my spiritual belief, I believe in God, and that's where I stand. That's where I get my inspiration and
Exactly.
my life's purpose from. But what I was saying to them was, I get that, and I believe in the word of God. However, how do I get this to take effect in my life? And the piece that I was missing, someone blessed me that year with the book The Secret by Rhonda Burns. And
Wonderful book.
yeah, and when I read it, I was like, now I get it. Because yes, the Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he, right? But
Exactly.
you didn't
Right.
tell me how to transform my thinking. It told me that, and it was everything negative that I thought about myself. Guess what? I was that, right? But
Exactly.
when I read the book The Secret, it gave me practical ways to implement what I was learning and hearing. So now I could manifest just that. As I was thinking, now I can transform my thinking to produce what it is that I wanted. And it was so simple. Just like you said, you wrote out your affirmation, or you wrote out the thing that you wanted to accomplish and see. And
Right.
then you
Right.
begin to set your focus on it. So yes, faith
Exactly.
comes by hearing, but it also comes to a point where faith without works is dead. But the more you focus on that thing, what you don't realize is that it's not just about saying the positive, the positive affirmation. It's also about you, as you focus on that affirmation, your behavior begins to align with that affirmation. And that's where the work comes in. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Right. Absolutely right. I got you. So it's like, by creating that belief, we create such kind of vibrations, create such kind of energy field within ourselves that attract that thing to us, because that thing is already here. The thing is just we can't see that. It's there.
Right.
We are just creating with the belief, with the declaration, we are creating that energy field within ourselves so that it can come to us and we can go to that. So
Yes.
that light attracts light. So we are just creating
Yes.
that light so that it can attract each other.
Exactly. So I love that. So I would definitely encourage you guys, if you're not already doing it, set your affirmations. You know, it's easy to believe the bad things about ourselves, but it's
Right.
hard sometimes to believe the good things, depending on your environment, right? So if you have things that's continually beating you down, then you're going to constantly believe those things that are beating you down. But where you begin to fight back, I call it the talk back, is where you start declaring who you are and affirming who you are and who you believe yourself to be. You know, break that record, and I'm sure Diksha will agree with me. Break the record, break the
Exactly.
old
Right.
record that's playing the
Right.
old tune. We don't want that
Right.
song anymore. Rewrite your new song, and in your new
Exactly.
song, begin to affirm yourself. I am great. I can do this.
I'm wonderful. I am
Yeah.
wonderful. I'm beautiful.
I am beautiful. I am
Exactly.
strong. You have to start speaking those things to yourself. I was telling Diksha, I was on a job, y'all. Listen, I am a high performer because that's what I do. And when anything that I put my hands to, I'm going to give it my all, right? But I was on this job and I have never been on a job where I did not do a good job. So it was bothering me that I was not making it because I worked in a call center, and for those who have worked in a call center, you have to balance quality, meaning
Exactly, right,
serving
right.
yes, serving your
I
customers
have worked there.
with yes, with quality, and
Right.
getting on and off them calls, right? And so I was great with the quality, and I was great with not having repeat callers, but I was failing with getting off the phone in a fast enough time. And so that was like really weighing me down and putting me into a what they call a developing section instead of leading. And I read the book. Like I said, I read the book The Secret, and I was like, let me put these to practice. So I wrote on a piece of paper, I said, I am leading in all areas. And I put it on the phone on my desk at work. And I'll never forget it. My supervisor at the time, she came by, to do her monitoring, which they often do. She came by to do her monitoring, and she saw my note on my phone, and she was like, I'm leading in all areas. Who's leading in all areas? Not you. And I felt so like, ooh, like, why you do that to me? But I did not let that stop me because I was practicing this new principle of putting the affirmation somewhere where I could see it every day. And I lied to you not. Within the next couple of months, literally a couple of months, I'm not talking about 6, 7 months down the line. No, literally within the next couple of months, I switched to a new shift. And before I knew it, I was leading in all areas. Like my call, I went from developing to literally leading in every area. I was hitting that, but I changed my mindset by reminding myself that regardless of what it looked like at that point, I was leading in all areas. And I reminded myself of that every day when I sat at that phone and I looked and I got them calls that said, I need to meet with you because your numbers are low. But I did it, and that helped me train my brain to believing and affirming myself that I was leading in all areas before I got to that point. And it was life changing.
Exactly. That is like making an intention. Until or unless you will not make an intention for yourself, how will you reach there?
How will you reach
No,
it?
never. Exactly. So
Yes.
first create an intention, create a goal, like what actually you want to do. Don't forget the how part, just focus on what and why.
Yes.
Universe will do the how.
Yep. That's it right there. That's it right there. Listen, I have so enjoyed talking to you today. And I know our time is winding down because time always flies, y'all, when we are having fun. But before we
Exactly.
go, if there was one thing that you wanted to leave with our viewers tonight, what is one nugget of wisdom you would like to impart to them?
Well, the most important thing is I would suggest to each one of you who is watching this, live, to find the inner peace. Don't look for happiness outside. Don't think that it's money which will give you happiness. It's freedom which will give you peace. It's not actually money. It's not actually a freedom. It's your own inner peace that will gonna give you actually that freedom from everything. Once you
Yes.
have that inner peace within yourself, nothing can bring you down. Nothing. Not having enough resources thing, not having enough money thing, not having loving people around you, nothing can bring you down. So please work on your own strengths, talk to yourself, to self talk, and create that inner peace within yourself by just focusing on the present moment. Don't get stuck in past or in future. Just focus on present, and
Yes.
there will be no problem, there will be nothing.
I love it. Be in the
Thank
moment and
Right,
find your
be in
inner
now.
peace. Yes.
Exactly, exactly.
Be in the moment and find your peace. I had to repeat that again, y'all, in case you missed it. She said, be in the moment and find your inner peace because there nothing can bring you down. That's a good one.
Nothing.
I love that.
Thank you.
Listen, for those of you all who are looking to or needing transformation, we on the worldwide global spectrum now. You don't have to just talk to people in your area. If you are interested in connecting with Diksha, please reach out to her. She's on IG at Reimage by Diksha.
Diksha,
Make sure you check
thank
her
you.
out, okay? It's right there underneath her name, y'all. It ain't hard. Make sure you connect with her on IG. She is a beautiful, beautiful soul. I enjoy talking to her. As you see, we done chatted it up and
Me.
we done moved on about our time because we done chatted so well today. But I have
Right.
truly enjoyed her. I hope you've enjoyed her too. Again, make sure you follow her on IG at Reimage by Diksha. Diksha, I'm so
Thank you
grateful
so
for
much,
you.
sis.
Thank you for
I
joining me.
am.
Thank you. Listen, yes, thank you for bearing with me through the technical difficulties for sure. Um,
Oh, please, that's okay. That can happen with anyone, so please don't be sorry for that. I am truly
Absolutely.
grateful to you. Even I came to know a lot about you, your own journey. That's how we both, even, people get transformed.
Yes.
Sharing each other's journey, knowing about what steps you have taken in your journey, and maybe somewhere later that can help me as well.
Yeah.
So it's like
You're
gaining
right.
knowledge, sharing knowledge.
And I always say connecting with other people, it helps you to realize that you're not by yourself. So getting with
Exactly.
others who are going through or have been through what you're going through, it helps give you like a I guess like a camaraderie. It helps you give you a partner to kind of walk through things with and bounce and get an understanding. Someone understands what you're going
It's
through.
like, yeah, exactly. Completely agree with you.
Yeah, so it the beauty in connection, guys. Don't be an island. Don't get stuck with I'm the only one going through this.
Right.
Connect with others. You never know who has what you need. I always say that in our strengths, there's someone else that is strong in our weaknesses, and when we come together, we
Exactly.
all become strong
Strong.
together.
Strong. Exactly.
Yes.
Agree.
Connection
Wonderful.
is needed and necessary. Don't be an island. Connect
Right.
with others, okay? Anyway, we are so
Wonderful.
grateful for you guys tuning in tonight. I'm so grateful again to my special guest, Diksha Dogra. Make sure you check her out on IG, y'all. Remember, today is a great day to make a difference in the lives of those who are around you. Yes. Did you have something else you wanted to say, or you just was agreeing?
No, yes, that's all I want to say. Be in the moment, enjoy your life. Don't, get stuck in past or future. Live in the moment.
Live in the moment. She said it, y'all. Be a blessing to those around you. I'm T. Lynn Tate, and this has been Sip and Chat with T. Lynn. You all have a fantastic night, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you, everyone.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.